back to my channel. Just before I start this, I have been trying to film this video like 8 takes now, and it's driving me insane because I cannot put my words together or literally just say my words. So if I mumble in this clip, I am so sorry, but we just got to roll with the punches and do what we got to do. But in this video, we'll be doing the names that I love but won't be using. We are currently pregnant with baby number 2, which is obviously a girl, and she is due in February. We do have a name for her picked out. I actually chose her name. It's a name that I've loved for a very long time, and I'll get into that a little bit later. Personally, I love really unusual and unique names. I don't know what it is, but I just really love unique names. A lot of these names are pretty common, but they're names that I would use, but because they are common, I don't necessarily feel like attracted to those names to use for my daughter. So let's just jump straight into this video. Also, we're filming in the nursery, which is the most exciting part for me, is to do the nursery. So we have started slowly, but it is literally a mess behind the camera. So let's just jump straight in with this video. So the first name that I love but won't be using is Miley. I think Miley is such a cute little name for a little girl, and I can imagine her growing older. I don't feel like I have heard Miley common with like kids, like my friends having kids or people I know having kids. I just know Miley Cyrus. That's the only person that I have heard with that name. But I do think it's just too simple of a name for us. But it is definitely a name that I really love. And it was the first name that I thought of with this pregnancy, other than the name that we're naming baby girl. Number 2 is Bowie. I love Bowie, and I feel like Bowie can be for a boy or a girl. I would spell it B-O-W-Y. I think it's just such a cute little name. I can just imagine this little girl with like little headpieces and so stylish, and her name's Bowie and she just stands out. It is a name that is still on my list of like for future kids, but I just love the name Bowie. The next name that I love but is so common now is Luna. I have liked Luna for years, and it was a contestant for the name of Zendaya, but my partner just didn't like it, and I'm actually so happy we didn't name her Luna because of how common it has become. I feel like since ever Chrissy Teigen and John Legend named their baby Luna, I feel like the name has literally just skyrocketed, and I still love the name but definitely won't be using it. Next name that I love but won't be using is Melania. I just think that is so cute, and I could imagine that name for a daughter, but in my area that name is quite common, so it's definitely a no, because with my personal rule, if I hear it like 2 or 3 times, I just don't want to name my kid that. But it is such a beautiful like tropical name, and I just love Melania. The next name that I love and did really consider for this baby girl is Daisy. I love the name Daisy, and I think it is so cute. I haven't really heard it much like the past few years. I feel like it's such an old soul name, and it is definitely a name that I would still keep on my list. But Daisy is just such a beautiful name. I can just imagine like a free loving girl. She's just very like, I just can imagine her being like stylish and a bit like hippie and just so cute. But we just decided not to go with that name, but I do really love Daisy. So the next name is Marlo, and I feel like it is more a boy's name, but I would definitely use it for a girl's. That was a top contestant in my head of this baby, Marlo, but then I saw at Zendaya school she does have a little boy in her class named Marlo, so I just thought nah. But Marlo is just so cute, and I can just imagine like that name fitting really well into like our little family. And I also feel like Marlo's like a little tropical baby. So Mussy is like half Tongan, so I love those little islander names. But where I'm from, islander names are so common because we have a lot of islanders around here. So yeah, it was just a no. So the next name I actually picked and have wanted for a girl since I was like young, like maybe the start of high school, you know, when you're a little girl and you think of baby names. But right now, no. I did know of a girl that was named Jordan, and she was just like a terrible human. So, you know, sort of that saying when you're trying to pick a baby's name, you realize how many people you don't really like because of all the names that come to your mind. But I really love Jordan for a girl. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it for my daughter. So the next name is actually what we were going to call Zendaya, and I'm so happy that we didn't, and that was Ava. That name has become so common, and I feel like a lot of people around here, their daughters are named Ava. It is such a pretty little name, super like just simple and just cute, but literally we're going to name Zendaya Ava Rose, but just something in me was like, we can't do it, because I started to realize it was becoming quite popular throughout my pregnancy with Z. So we just decided no. So the last name on my list of names that I will not be using but I love is Zadie. Zadie was also a name that I thought of this pregnancy and actually really love, and I love that it's a bit like uncommon and a bit unusual, but the name that I chose for baby girl just topped it. That's the only reason why we didn't go with it. But I do love Zadie, and I think that name would have fit really well in our family. It's really hard to explain why you didn't choose the names because you don't want to offend anyone, but obviously I really do love these names, but they were just not our pick. So the way we picked Zendaya's name was that I actually wrote 3 names down for Mas because he brought no names to the table, and I really wanted to have a name for baby just so I can have that extra connection with her. And there was Ava, there was Zendaya, and I think it was Aria. And thank God Mas chose Zendaya. Like, and at first I was literally like, I don't know. I was too more caught up with people are not gonna like it, and people didn't like it. But now, Zendaya being 3, and I look at her and I'm like, there's no way you can be anyone else but the name Zendaya. It suits her and her personality so well. So no, we didn't get Zendaya from the Disney star Zendaya. We actually got it from a baby name app, and the name we chose for this baby is very unique, very different. A lot of people are not going to like it, but this is why we don't tell people baby names that we choose for your baby during your pregnancy, because people's opinions start to play on your mind and you can literally just drop that name and go something else because you're too caught up with what people think of it. And I feel like I was so close of dropping Zendaya's name, but I'm so happy I didn't. It just grows on them and you give them nicknames. And thank you so much for watching this video. I feel like at the end I rambled on a little bit, but that's okay. But make sure if you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit that like button, give this video, obviously the like is the thumbs up. Oh my god, literally pregnancy brain today is the worst. I'm just gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.
You think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing.